What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Elemental astrology update. So the sun is still in Ophiuchus and the moon is in Libra. Now, I normally don't do videos for Libra. Libra, Ophiuchus, and Sag are moons I usually don't do videos for because of how small they are of constellations, but it's okay to do something different. So we're doing a video today because things are actually changing. Like when I say things are changing, things are actually shifting and changing to where I'm actually able to do a lot more than usual. But Mars has moved to Sagittarius, and it is awesome. Mars in Sagittarius is just lovely. Venus has moved to Ophiuchus. Mercury has now moved to Scorpio. Jupiter still in Gemini retrograde. Uranus is still in Taurus retrograde. Chiron, Saturn, and Neptune still in Pisces. Neptune is no longer in retrograde. Chiron is no longer in retrograde. Then we have Pluto in Capricorn. Then we have Lilith in Aquarius. Then we have Ceres is in Cetus. Pallas is in Aquarius. And Juno is in Serpens. And for those of you that do not know, Serpens is the snake that Ophiuchus holds. So, yeah, man, when it comes to this astrology thing, like, I'm really bringing something new to the table when it comes to this, since I'm focusing a lot of my studies more toward our abilities and things in general in life, to understand this reality a whole lot better with numerology, elements, energy. Like, I'm setting up so much so the collective can truly understand this reality, to really get a grasp of it. You know what I mean? So I'm working on some things, man. I'm working on some things. As a scientist, you know me, I'm always doing something. Always doing something. But I speak a lot on astrology because we're learning our body, we're learning these machines. And the deeper you go into astrology, you learn the machine, you learn the commands, you learn so much about this vessel, to the point to where you're now in alignment with how it moves, and you're in alignment with your abilities, because you're moving with your celestial body. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many ways I want to go into this video, because it's supposed to be a moon video, but you know me, I'm gonna always add something else in there, and I am gonna run back the planets later on. But yeah, man, like, I'm really bringing something cool to the collective to truly help them understand not only their birth charts, tropical and true sidereal, because tropical is your shadow. It's your ego. The ego is here to help you. You don't get rid of it. The ego is your shadow. You learn it. That is what your tropical astrology chart is for. You don't get caught in that illusion of that world. Tropical astrology is man-made. You don't get caught in that world. You learn it and you study it. True sidereal is the exact alignment and placements of the planets right now. So, if you are a Gemini, if you were focusing on Gemini your entire life, which is your shadow, you are technically a Taurus. You take a step back, because tropical pushes you forward, having you believing something that's not even there yet. You're ahead of something and you're believing in something that's not even there. But because we share our collective consciousness, these clowns, these, whatever you want to call them, elites, B-elites, C-elites, W, H, Y, and Z-elites, whatever you want to call them, they play off of that energy and create what's not even there. Because you're following a system that is man-made and no longer exists. That system exists 2,000, 3,000 years ago. And yes, tropical astrology would have worked. Your shadow would have shined here. But now that we're moving into a different age and a different era, things are changing. The system is upgrading. The astrological system is upgrading. That old system of tropical astrology, it no longer works. True Sidereal is in alignment right now, meaning I know that my right ear is south. I know by looking at that sun, which is also facing south, I know that the sun, Ophiuchus, Venus, Mars, everything is taking place right here in the side of my head. Meanwhile, I'm looking at it right here. That's the kind of astrology I'm talking about and the type of alignment that I'm moving on. And this is the type of stuff that I'm teaching to the collective and how to move like this. Knowing that as soon as I turn my head this way, I'm now in alignment with self. But when I turn back, I'm facing an astrological square in reality, which is 90 degrees and it's all about challenges. Astrology is something you do every day. As you're walking, as you're moving, you're doing astrology. What astrology is essentially doing, it's showing you how to map out this funhouse, how to see through the illusion. Because as above, so below, as within, so without, so as the universe, so the soul. It's all there. When you truly understand that what is happening outside of you is a reflection of you, I guarantee you'll be more mindful of what you say, how you say it, and how you move. Because now you're seeing everything you're doing playing out right in front of you. It may be a person, it may be a car, it may be a bug, it may be something, but it's going to move the same way you're moving. That is how reality moves. That is how reality operates. That is why I made that video the other day about bending and manipulating, so you have an understanding of what you're putting out. So you have an understanding of what you're getting back. And like I said, by all means, if you are a master transmuter and a healer, you can bend and manipulate all day because you have that understanding of how that energy comes back when you put it out. So therefore, you can handle that. Not everybody can handle what you have coming back because you manipulate it. And teaching other people how to manipulate in that way, now you're showing others how to do what you did to get the same exact results to ricochet back. You have to be mindful of how you teach these abilities and how things are being dished out, because you have to understand your laws. You have to understand the laws of energy and the universe in order to do what it is that you please. You know what I mean? And this is what studying this place is all about, man. This is what going within is all about. You really have to study. And I'm going to run back the Psyche drives real quick. Mercury is now in Scorpio. Venus is in Ophiuchus. Mars is in Sagittarius. Uranus is in Taurus retrograde. Jupiter is in Gemini retrograde. Chiron, Saturn, and Neptune is in Pisces. Pluto is in Capricorn. Then we have Lilith in Aquarius, Ceres in Cetus, Pallas in Aquarius, and Juno in Serpens. That is the lineup. Sun is in Ophiuchus and the moon is in Libra. And we have a new moon in Ophiuchus, and the sun will be in Sag around this time as well on December the 19th. So lock in, folks. There's a lot happening and a lot changing. Signing out, Intergalactic Communications.